Okie dokie, Bronco Build time! Okay, we're on to the rear suspension. Before we get to any of this stuff, where we had to start was down here on our rear bar that comes across the whole back of the chassis. That's going to be our back cross member. 2-inch, 120 wall, pretty burly stuff. Went ahead and made some tabs, 3/16 material thickness, with the proper gap for our leading arm, or mezzanine arm, if you will. And yeah, you like how that goes along the tube there, kind of center line. Put some good welds on that. That should be pretty sturdy. Anyway, those 4 holes line up all the way across to the other arm there, and that just keeps everything square, easy peasy, because we still have to add, ooh, look at that, I'm in the shadow, add our sway bar. I had it mocked up in here so that we could see how far over it needed to be. Also, clearance for the arm and how far we had to go in this hole right here. And then I put the tire in there. And dude, we ran out of room real fast, so it's going to be tight. We'll deal with the sway bar later. Pivot point here, attached to the chassis, carries the load of the shocks. Unsprung. So it's carrying, the chassis is carrying this load. The axle isn't carrying any load except for this one little link. And it's about 9.5 inches long, eye to eye. And yeah, we're about ready to cut loose those tack welds. I think all of our measurements are going to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that one down there on the bench after I take a little break because it's hot. It's getting late, like kind of past my bedtime a little bit. No, not really. Anyway, I'm gonna keep hammering away here. I'm gonna put you guys down. Getting hot. Telephone, when you make movies on telephones, they get hot. So I'm gonna put you down, charge you up, and I'll check in with you guys later. Made a huge mess underneath that. Yep, big, huge mess. Got all the plate cut out, tabs, brackets that I need for the rear mezzanine arm. Oh, well, here, check it out. So here's the templates. Regular old 99-cent store poster board. And I went ahead and when I cut and made all these to those tubular arms. Here, let's see here. Let's hold this up here. So yeah, that goes right like that, and that'll be the overlay. 1/8" material over that whole thing. I had to cut it in half. And I'll weld it back together. I'm not too concerned about it being a weak point. Learned how to weld a long time ago. Anyway, got all those plates cut out. Made a simple fixture here to get the angles right. And I slid those down and buzzed them up, and here's what we got. So we have an internal. Oh, sorry, we got to pause. It's Fugazi. So anyway. Now that that's over, I had to rock out to that. So we got an internal rib here, 3/16, and it's set in an 1/8" below that surface area. So when I cap it, I'll have a nice fillet weld on the inside here, creating kind of a T-joint. So that's it, man. It's late. See, this clock says it's wicked late. Got some good stuff going, man. Anyway, stay tuned. Working on that Bronco isn't just going to be one video, you know. Don't forget to subscribe. Probably grab that right there. And have a good one. See you on the next one.